excited to be here with Art Alexakis from
Woo!
Everclear. Oh my goodness. He's here with the Summerland Tour. It is great bands from the 90s. Yeah.
One of the criteria of this tour, of Summerland Tour,
Yeah.
is that the band's got to have huge hits back in the day.
Okay.
But they've got to still be real bands. They've got to tour, and not necessarily because we're getting rich. We're not getting played on the radio anymore. We've all been there.
That's right. I'm sure
but we're
you've
not
had
there
some
anymore.
nights where, you know, if you get up to a certain height and then you get to the night where it's not quite like that, you got to rethink why you're doing it. Or I assume that's probably why you start off doing it.
You have to become present while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it because that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's what you love to do. That's your passion.
Let me ask you this. You are an artist who has been in the business a long time. You don't get to be where you are by just giving up easily, by stopping when things get hard. Not only that, but you sing and you still have a magnificent, wonderful voice.
Well, it gets... I've never had a magnificent voice. Thank you for saying that.
Nice.
You either like it or you don't. But it's... I'm an okay singer, I'm an okay okay guitar player, but I think I'm a decent songwriter.
You are a spectacular songwriter.
Well, that's where, and when you put it all together, it's kind of like Neil Young. I mean, Neil Young is one of my favorites. He's totally unique. No one sounds like him, no one writes like him, and he's his own thing.
What advice? It's a different business than when you probably first started in the music industry. Nobody goes out and buys an album anymore. It's a different market.
Well,
you obviously perform live all the time. Is that?
That's how everybody makes money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different market. It's a different. It used to be an industry. I think it's back to being more of a smaller boutique business now. I think that's what, and I think that's can be a good thing. It's you don't live. It used to be you toured to support the sales of an album.
Yeah.
Now you put a record out to support your tour.
And have people come and see you.
Well, but you have a tool for people to buy at the gig, and some fans will buy it, but most people just download it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But what I wanted to do here was create a tour where people who aren't 23 years old, even though there are a lot of young kids who come to this because they're not happy with the music that's getting played on the radio.
I totally think that's why. I mean, your songs have real lyrics, and you know, there's
and it's rock and roll.
It is real rock and roll.
There's no rock and roll on the radio.
No.
It's fierce right now.
You're not the only one voicing that opinion.
I know. It's a fact. It's not really. Just turn on the radio, you'll see. But and that's why a lot of people listen to classic rock, because those schools they're classic.
Yes.
There's a reason they're called classic.
Yes.
They're great songs. But you said something earlier, and I wanted to touch on that about not giving up.
Yeah.
And when people ask me for advice about career advice, I always tell them, don't give up. If you don't give up, you might not be successful. But if you do give up, you will not be successful. No one's going to come to your house and say, hey, would you like to have a platinum record? Would you like to tour in front of 15,000 people that's not going to happen.
They're not going to come to you. The world does not come to you.
Absolutely. And it's funny because I think a lot of young people grow up with that idea.
Yeah. If you want to be famous in anything, if you want to master any discipline.
See, there's a difference. Well, you just said two different things.
Okay.
If you want to be famous,
all right,
which has become the mantra of today with reality TV and everything, or do you want to become really good at something?
Master.
Do your 10,000 hours,
yes,
right?
Yes, exactly.
Do your 10,000 hours like Malcolm Gladwell said.
Yes, exactly.
And be good at it.
Be brave
be like
enough
the Beatles.
To fail.
The
You're
Beatles
gonna
played,
fail. Be ready to have a bad night
Our schools don't teach our children how to fail.
That's a mistake.
I think so. Failing
you learn
is a part of.
so much more from losing.
That's how you learn to win.
I so agree.
Failing. Yeah. There's no shame in failing, but they make it this big, shameful thing. And to me, it's like, yeah, you're disappointed when you don't win, okay. But you get over it and you just be a mensch, you be a good sport.
Yep.
Learn that. Teach that. And it's just like, I think people are losing sight of that. No, I'm glad you guys came out. Summerland is my thing. I've been doing it for 3 years straight. We're going to do it next year for sure. And it's great bands who are still real bands, still putting out albums. We got a new album coming out Early next year, we're going to play a new song tonight.
I will buy that album.
It's a rocker.
Okay.
You better buy it.
Yes, sir. Okay. Oh, I will.
It's $10. Come on, buy it online.
Yes.
You spend $10 on a couple of candy bars and a Starbucks, right? You go to Starbucks, drop $10 like that. Yes. Easy.
And this is lasting and forever.
Well, it's music.
Music's wonderful.
It's artwork that people put their heart and soul into, and I think that's important.
You can tell in this music that there is real heart behind it. You really can.
Well, not much else, but I got heart. Hi everybody, my name's Art. I'm with the band Everclear in the Summerland Tour 2014, and you're watching Psychobabble TV.